Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. Build an army. Now, alright, so talking to all my select men, it's bigger than just getting the poo. You already can get the poo. Whatever skill you got that makes you select, body, charisma, masculinity. One thing any man has to realize that no man is an island. There's no such thing as individuality. Nobody makes it to the top on their own. I use myself for an example. Now everybody's, they'll congratulate me on having so many subs and hey, Uncle Rom and everything. But I wouldn't have got here if some people didn't shout me out. I wouldn't have gotten here. I would not have gotten here. You had some people share my videos, tell other people share their videos with stuff. No man is an individual. Like I hear some dudes talk about, I'm an individual and stuff. I did it on my own. No, you didn't. If you working for somebody else had to hire you. And even to have experience to work for that job, somebody else had to do it. If you're in business, somebody had to help you, give you inspiration, or even if they support you, even if you say, you know what, ain't nobody help me, I built this on my own, you still, your customers are still helping you out. Is always, everybody, I'm gonna tell you what, the history of the world is decided by groups of men, not no individual. Ain't no individual. I don't care who it is. I don't care what leader somebody was behind them. There's many people who follow Donald Trump, and they might think, yeah, well, he didn't know. He had some people behind him. They just quiet. He had a network behind him. Every leader, you search out the history of anybody, they had a network. They had an organization behind them. They had an army. If you a guy, you trying to move forward, you need to build something. Now, it don't have to be a formal army where, you got some people with fans and they'll call it, their nation and stuff. It don't have to be that type of army. But it has to be a group of people who they're supportive of you. And they don't even have to be formal. These could just be somebody you could hit up and you can count on them to do something for you. You can count on them to do something for you. It's you can count on them, like they got your back, and it's not even about money. It's about, okay, if you rolling somewhere, these guys gonna roll with you. Sometimes it might be that guy. It's like you might need to curb stomp somebody. That's the guy gonna get you, or you got something coming your way. You can pick up the phone and they behind you. It could get that deep, but then most civilized people, you need that army just to get through life. You need those people you can depend on. You need these people that are going to help. Because I'm going to tell you what, with a lot of select men should actually have an easier time building it. Because a lot of select men are natural leaders. Yeah, I know that's going to start some trouble, but seriously. A lot of select men are natural leaders. Now, whether or not they actually reach that potential or activate that potential, that's a totally another story. But if you that type of man who can get women to follow you, you can get men to follow you as well. In fact, that's the true definition of an alpha male. Y'all know, like one of the reasons I'm notorious for not liking to use that term. I'm notorious for it. And the reason why, because a true alpha is a leader. The true alpha is a leader. But then you get some people out here and they can't lead themselves. And nobody would follow them. Nobody sane would follow them. Just to be clear, a spokesperson is not a leader. Just because somebody articulates something, that don't mean he's a leader. I wouldn't want y'all to see Rom as a leader if I'm not leading. If I'm just talking about whatever but not walking the walk, I'm not a leader. That's one thing. So if you have that, like a lot of select dudes got that. I've talked to a lot because it was one thing, and I don't talk about it as much, but I've actually been formally trained in leadership and recognizing it. And the leader is going to have certain traits. And in fact, that's something that actually turned on a woman, a guy who just leads. So if you got that ability to lead and do it, you need to be a general and build an army. Not a spokesman, but a general build an army. And how you organize it or whatever, you don't have to, like I say, it don't have to be formal, but these are just people who got you. In fact, you might be a part of somebody else's army. I could, I use the term network. I use the term army, but I could mean networking. But see, I like army better because I see a lot of dudes, and you see them, and it's like they just take charge. They don't wait for anybody. They'll clear the path. They'll look out for other people. So they're leaders. So what you doing with it? As I said, y'all know I've been saying the past week or so, I was like, we're going to go beyond just getting women. Y'all already know how to do that. So are you leading? Are you mentoring? Are you providing guidance? See, that's another way as a leader. You building up a force. And it don't have to be an army of millions or something. It'd be nice. But, it's an army if you got a squad of 20 dudes who got your back, who like there for you. 20 of your boys. It's like, you lacing up the Timbs? Oh shit. Now if you rolling with Rom, you gotta wear black Timbs. You gotta be stylish with that joint. Yeah, but you wanna do that. You wanna know. Like I would say my inner circle cats, man, I learned so much from them. And just to be clear, I call my inner circle cats, but I don't see, I'm a facilitator. These dudes be teaching me a lot. Like, I know a lot of dudes be thinking, I know I got some detractors. They be thinking, Rom don't know what's going on out here. My army tells me what's going on. Way better. I could probably find out about any individual. I got some cats in my inner circle. They everywhere. My folks are everywhere. They could even tell me how certain content creators actually look in real life. I'll leave that out there. Don't think you could hide totally behind these screens. I'm just saying. But got the squad I got, man. They be astonishing me. They be giving me reports back from the shadow world, everything. Because like I was going to say earlier, you get some people think I don't know what's going on. I got an intelligence network out here. If anything I don't see myself, I got somebody whose word I trust who's going to let me know. And they going, some of these videos y'all see based off my research on. I got some researchers out here. They doing the legwork. They say, okay, Rom, I got something for you here. I'm just the face of it. But you want to do that though. You want to do that regardless. If that army, or it could be like a network inside of a business. I remember when I was working in this one gym. As soon as I punched in and started working there, they just let me know what the deal was, who the factions were, who was rolling with who. And one of the dudes made a point of saying, hey, the managers be saying one thing, but we speaking among ourselves, and this is how it goes. So I was like, oh, okay. That's how you got to do. Like every man should do that. Every man should have a crew. Every man should build a force up. Every single man. Now, like I said, it don't have to be that formal thing, but a network, an army. Get some people. Get some people you can trust, but at the same time, be that man. Even if you ain't like the leader of that crew, they can trust you too. Because that's a big thing. Your army has to be able to look at you and say, all right, if I get in trouble, he coming for me. He's coming to help me. So anyway. Y'all know the deal, right? Y'all know the deal. Let's take this a step up. Getting women is easy, but creating something, creating a network, creating a culture, creating a system, that's what you trying to do. So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.